And here we go. That's the end of Wily. But we're not done with the game yet. No. This is actually the first game. This was actually the first game where, like, the classic villain was not the final boss for a Mega Man game. Yeah. I'll give you a second to grasp that, for those of you that don't actually know this already. This is the actual final boss of the game right here. Sun God. Sunstar was in the US version. The original name for him was Sun God. This was sort of back in the time when the word God wasn't exactly cool to say in a game. I don't remember exactly if Rockman Forte in the version we got actually Mega Man and Bass actually called him Sun God. I don't remember the CD gallery off the top of my head. I did collect all of the CDs, but the long story short, Sun God was basically like some ancient doomsday device. Some ancient doomsday weapon designed to basically destroy civilizations and whatnot. That's pretty much all he does. See? Straight from the horse's mouth. He's pretty proud of him. He's pretty proud of it too. And I should like to note this is one of the best... Right there. Yeah, best boss music in the series, definitely. Let's just use Knee-Tank, give ourselves some even ground. There's really no decent weapon that you can use against Sun God. Nothing really does a lot of damage. The most you're getting per hit for a single hit is 2. I think it's Electric Shock that does 2 damage, but mobility is very important in this game for this fight. As you can see me just kind of screw up by eating several shots from this guy. Spark Chaser is a much easier weapon to use against him. So very cruise with no worries. Also, it helps that Sun God is pretty tall, so Spark Chaser stays on him a lot. And he has a lot of attacks, but they're very patterned. You shouldn't really be taking too many hits. What he just tried to do there was basically a Rain Flush weapon. Yeah, it hits all the screens. If it hits the screen, nothing you can do to avoid the damage. And he's dead. That's it. You actually don't have to kill him, just get him down to 1 health. And he dies via cutscene. And Mega Man, like an idiot, always tries to help out the enemy that just tried to fucking kill him. That's what he does all the time. He tried to do it with Ballade in the previous game, too. You fought him multiple times. He wasn't just like a one-off boss, the way the other Rockman killers were, and Quint. You fought Ballade twice in the game. The second time he actually has a powered-up form. And again, it's pretty much like the exact same spiel that goes on here with Ballade as it is with Sun God. The only difference was Ballade blew himself up to take out a wall and throw you out into space, because the Death Star knockoff of the day was going to explode. And it's pretty much the exact same scenario here, except this time Sun God is the one making the place blow up. Not your own meddling or shenanigans. And this time, shit goes boom thanks to the guy you just beat up. Not that great of a difference, really, but oh well. Let's get the hell out of here. Cutscene. Not much else to say about this. Typical explosion animations. If you notice, there's some of these explosions are actually coming off of, like, absolutely nothing on the sprite. But here's a nice little treat. Considering it's Game Boy graphics, I really do like that explosion. Now, why couldn't I get that victory tune more often? That would have been a great, like, hey, you just killed a boss tune. Bitches, why don't you give me that more? And, with many of these typical Mega Man game endings, you get him looking up at the sky for, like, no reason. It's always him either, like, walking off in the distance or staring up in the sky. And we get the montage of bosses. No numbers or design, or who designed them this time around. And we're pretty much getting them sort of in order of when you had access to them. Fucking Pluto. He does not belong anymore. That was Gutsman, I mean Uranus. And Terra. I did like his design, I have to admit. Again, it's sort of the whole sort of concept working revolved on the fact that, you know, the villains are too stupid to kill the hero when they have the chance. Oh well, because if that actually applied, you wouldn't have a story ever. Do some little running. And it's not over, trust me. There we go. It's a nice little touch that he's got the busted-up ship. Of course he survived, Megaman. Come on, he always survives. He's Dr. Wily. I didn't know you could ever consider their relationship a war. But, yeah. Maybe you should have tried to spruce that thing up a little bit before trying to fight with it. There we go. It's not a Mega Man game if we don't get a clip of Wily groveling. Now things feel comfortable and familiar again. And of course, he's going to run away, like he always does. And Mega Man just lets him go. As always. You know, it's kind of like why some of those superheroes never actually kill their enemies, except for Space Ghost. That's why he went off the air. He killed all of his villains by hurling them into the sun and crap. But that's the end of this game, so I'll see you next time. I'm GTF.